Just spilled water on me. Hello, we are live. Hello. Welcome. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I shared with everybody something. Oh, also yesterday we forgot to tell you guys the total of our new electricity bill. So there's that. TIN number, social security number. Hopefully it works. We're going to take a picture of our social security card, take it down to electrical place and see if that's the TIN, which is tax ID number, right? They're really big on that. They care about that. So I'm Davina.
Hi, my name is Hobart.
And we are here to talk to you about our move to the Philippines. We recently moved here in August, so it's been 1 month, and we've been really enjoying our lives.
Yes.
Somebody came in, gave a like. Thank you.
It's been very stress-free.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I brought my stress with me.
Yeah, he calls my middle name is Stress now. Actually, my first name turned into Stress.
Yeah.
I stressed him out.
Yeah, she stresses me out.
That's okay.
It's all right.
So, welcome to whoever's out there watching us. We just went to the bank yesterday. It took a whole hour of our lives. Was it a whole hour?
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half. Now, we have a Filipino bank. Hi, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Good morning.
How are you? So we have a Filipino bank, and it takes Filipino peso. So I've never tried putting money in the bank until yesterday. So usually I'll do a remittance, right? It costs an arm and a leg to do remittance. I had this wad of cash that I brought with me from America. And I told him hey, let's go put this in the bank. And I waited in line. And it turns out at my bank, PNB, you have to, if you're depositing USD, I brought the deposit slip so you guys can see this. They only take.
They can't see it.
I was about to open it.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to open it.
Okay. So.
Okay. So. All right. Okay. So the USD, if you want to deposit, they only take American money. I was going to deposit some European money and some Mexico money, but they don't take that.
Yeah, so Dee is very well traveled.
Yes, I've been everywhere.
She's got money from China. She's got money from Mexico. She's got money from Europe, right? But before she continues on her rant, right, about going to the bank, I would like to outline that my wife was such a kind-hearted person, right? She decided to attain a lot of $1 bills and $5 bills for tips.
Yes.
Right? And she is kicking herself in the butt.
Because I had a lot of ones.
Doing that.
And
right?
A lot of
times. She had lots of ones for tips, right? So usually, here in the Philippines, she gives
you give a person
tips,
$1,
$2, $2,
here,
$3 there,
$1 here, $1 there.
Or
it's
if
fun
they're
to
really
get
good,
American money.
if
it's
you're
fun.
really good, you get $5. You know what I mean? That's 250.
That's actually a really good tip in America. $5 is a good tip in America.
Yeah.
So
okay. So now, right? She went to the bank yesterday, and she's like, "I'm gonna go exchange."
I was gonna go deposit, not exchange. Deposit my money. And this is what happened. I get there, and there's this form. Can you guys see this? So you have to put it by serial number, each bill, and they have to say how much it is. I mean, I filled out 5 of these for all my bills.
Walked away because she was frustrated.
And he was he actually helped me. I was I think I'm going to be done here. I don't want to do it. He's just stay here. Just get it done. And I was okay. So I didn't even know at that time that I could only do USD. I went to the window and asked about the euros, and they're no, we only do US dollar. And I was all right, cool. Literally, I turned in everything after I wrote every single serial number down. I still had to wait another 20 minutes. And then I was dang, this is taking all day. I finally turned in the money. And now I have it deposited, right? So that's great. That's really good.
What did you learn?
I learned that I need to fill these deposit slips out before I even go to the bank because that was so uncomfortable. Like I'm sitting there with a wad of cash, and I know ones and fives don't look like it's not a lot of money, but it was a lot of money. Like just sitting out on the counter.
That was a lot of money, actually. That I think you.
I had 20s and I had
Right,
10s.
right, right, right. But
and
ultimately, how much went into the bank?
well, I wasn't gonna tell
Oh, okay, all
anybody
right, all right,
that.
all right. So it's
But-
it's okay. So in terms of our location of the ones and fives that she turned in is a lot of money. It was a lot of money.
Well, it looked like a lot as well because I had like a big stack of ones and fives,
Yes.
you know, and so it was like I felt uncomfortable right there in the bank, right when you walk in, like, you know, other people were standing next to me filling out stuff, and I've got like, it was just uncomfortable.
So what did you learn?
That's what I learned. I
Are
was
you
saying,
gonna bring? Okay, so for your reference, if any of you guys are planning to come here to Philippines and you're thinking that, oh, I'm just gonna bring, you know, $1 bills, $5 bills, $50 bills, you know, $500 bills, euros, whatever denomination of funds you have, I'm gonna suggest to you that that you do not do that. Don't do that because one, when you're carrying these funds with you, right, ones and fives for tips, whatever purposes, that's a lot of money, right? For where we are, it's a lot of money.
yeah,
Number two,
$1 tip is actually pretty high.
number two, right, is that you can always pull your money from an ATM.
He's talking about like Charles Schwab is the ways to go.
Is the ways
Hi,
to go.
Gamerwits.
Hey, Gamerwits. Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh. Charles Schwab is the way to go. We don't get charged foreign transaction fee, and we don't get charged ATM fees. Zero. Okay, so it's
That's our favorite
counterproductive.
bank.
Yeah, it's counterproductive for you to bring cash because you don't need it. Number three, right? Um, if you have an Apple phone, apply for the Apple card.
Yeah.
It's Goldman Sachs. It's a
It has
MasterCard.
0 numbers on it.
Zero, like it's so protected, right? The store is always trying to write down credit card numbers here in Philippines, but if they can't find it, then it's not there. You know what I mean? And the transaction has already been sold, and what you just tell them is what do you tell them?
Oh, I tell them that's a secure card. I don't have to share with you that information.
It's a secure card, so it's a security feature. And then whatever they do, they figure out them themselves. They actually go to the card reader, print out the little number, and then that's how they get the information.
But it's not the number that's on the card.
Right. For Apple, right? What your number is on the card is not the same of
As
what
what
prints out. So that's another security level for the Apple Card. That's why everywhere we go, it's Apple Card. And at any given time, I can ask Apple, right, to change my credit card number or my credit card number, and instantaneously.
I've been turned away before for my card because they want the numbers. And they write down the numbers. They write down your numbers. They write down your expiration. They write down your name. So now they have it written down somewhere. Anybody could use it. And so I refuse to give them a card with numbers.
Yeah.
They hate that. So sometimes they'll run it, but sometimes they'll refuse to run it. So then I'll just be like, all right, well then I don't need to buy this, and I leave and I go buy it somewhere else where they'll take my card. So I prefer to do that.
So that's 3 reasons, right? 1, ATM. 2, Charles Schwab is free, and 3, anything else that you don't want to pay with Charles Schwab, you can use your Apple Card. Those are the secure payments that you have. Now for large transactions, and we just had a large transaction the other day because the AC units came through, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
when guys are here at our house and they're a well-established organization,
Yeah, it's a real legitimate
they will
business.
provide you a bank number, the account name, and then the account number. And what we've been doing is bank transfers. So
yeah, but that peso net, it does cost 20 peso. And also same day, the same day wire, it costs 20 peso per transaction, and they only allow you to do either one of them allows you to do 50 peso, the other one is 100,000 peso, and you can send at a time. That's the max.
Okay, so would you rather?
Costs 20 peso.
Would you rather?
I'm just not saying. I'm not saying would I rather anything. I'm just saying that it costs. There's a cost.
Yes. But let me ask you this.
Mm.
Would you rather pay 20 peso or walk around with 100,000?
I'll walk around with 100,000.
No, I wouldn't do that. Okay, so that's not very wise. That's not a logical thought process, right? So I just gave you 3 reasons why you should not, okay, be bringing in your dollar, your USD, Canadian dollar, your euros to the Philippines, because there's so many banks here that are willing to either charge you for ATM fee, or you can apply for Charles Schwab and it's no transaction fee, no ATM fee.
The ATM fees are pretty high. It was like
250
peso per transaction, and actually, like, it's like a bank fee here and a bank fee there. So it was like I saw like 18 peso for the bank fee, and then whatever bank fees your bank charges you as well. So you could be doing like double. You could be getting double hit by banks.
Yeah. So Yu-Gi-Oh. So shout outs to Yu-Gi-Oh and GamerWits. Yu-Gi-Oh says you need a lot of patience for banking here. Totally agree. And then he also says you need to fill it out first, so that.
Yeah, I brought some extras home because I'm like, okay, I did save some monies. I didn't take it all to the bank. I took all the ugly ones. I also took change to the bank, but they don't take change. So I'm stuck with a lot of like change, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I'm just holding on to it. I got a bag of change, I can't do anything with it. So it's pretty funny, but that's okay.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh says I also do that. Bring a lot just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of the deposit slips. I brought them back home, and I'll work on them. I had to sign something else before I even deposited it. I signed the exchange rate, and yesterday's exchange rate was 56.4 at the bank. But when I looked online, it was 56.8. So so I had to eat about 40 cents on the peso.
If you use Charles Schwab,
you get the best rate.
You get the best rate, not the bank rate, not the Remitly rate. You get
the best rate.
The best rate. So I highly encourage you guys to, get Charles Schwab, get the Apple Card, and then if you're gonna go with the bank here in Philippines, go with Philippine National Bank, because you can start one of those banks in the U.S. I believe in it, and in Canada as well. They'll actually start a branch for you. They'll start a bank account in a branch that you choose here in Philippines.
Yeah.
So you're not actually, there is no Philippine National Bank branch in the United States. They just start the application for you. All right, what else?
We had trouble yesterday we tried to change his Charles Schwab. He's saying Josh Schwab. It's Charles Schwab. You got to be in the United States to get it. You must be on American soil to walk into their bank.
Like Charles?
Yeah.
Like Charles Xavier from the X-Men?
Oh, I was going to say like Charles, Charles. Like Prince Charles.
Yeah, Prince Charles. But Charles Schwab.
Yes.
So it's one of the biggest banks in the world, because they do banking worldwide.
Yeah, international banking. And they also do, it's 100% online, but you have to go into.
It's a brokerage account too.
They do brokerage. So, but you have to go in to a branch to start it. And then what they do is they'll send you it takes about 2 weeks. They send you your card and you get set up. Everything's done online. And that's pretty much it. Like you don't have to ever go into a bank, like a branch ever again.
Yeah.
And we love that.
Exactly. So all our banking and transactions are done
online. Everything. Deposits, everything.
Right.
Okay, so I forgot what I was going to tell you guys. Awful gaudy.
Okay, so I'm just going to talk about construction. So yesterday, the CCTV guys came in, and man, they did a phenomenal job. So I just want to say shout out to Melvin and his team. He is actually the owner of. Let me get his information. Hold on a second.
Well, he's over there getting that. I wanted to talk about the kids, okay? I wanted to give you guys an update on our children. Himiko's doing so great. She has really taken on doing Sudoku. And so she is really competing at school, trying to go to like division finals for Sudoku. So that's really cute. And then Hero says that he's not much of a guy to like compete or be in the spotlight. He's more of like a chill guy, but he's doing really good at math here too. So what we've learned is like our kids, even though there's like a language barrier and they're doing all that, they're still really excelling in their math. So not only are they learning and finding their way, um, they're improving and getting better. So it's kind of like they're using a different part of their brain, and we're really excited about that. One other thing, my husband keeps playing music in the background, like really distracting me. You're distracting me. Yeah, I was trying to tell them about the kids. Oh God, he's twerking. He's twerking. Tell him you're twerking.
I was
Here he
not.
is. Yes, you were.
I do not do those things.
Oh my God.
I am a. Okay. All right. So, go ahead. Finish your story.
Well, I was just talking about the kids and how like improved they're doing in school. They're learning a lot. They're feeling more confident. Oh, I was gonna tell you. Okay, so remember that one day when Hero like came home to poop? Well, he tried it again. So he came home the very next. He called the teacher called us like, "Hey, your son says he has to use the bathroom." So when he came home, I was like, "I want to see that poop." Well, you're not this. I feel like you're faking it, dude. We're not wasting time coming home, so that you can just be home. And he was like, I don't think I can do it. And I was like, nah, dude, this needs to stop. So he's had a talking to, and he is no longer trying to get out of class, come home. Like our kids are funny. They're really like testing the boundaries of what they can do and get away with.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Right? Kids are supposed to experiment. Everything is a challenge to them. Everything is an adventure. Great, right? As a parent, you get to learn that you know what. Hey, the experiences you had when you were younger and tried to pull with your parents. Guess what? Now your kids are doing the same thing. I get it. I get it. I totally understand.
No, it's pretty funny.
So now let's talk about the CCTV, right? So the CCTV is totally installed. I am going to do um, a long form, um, and I'm going to talk about all the ins and outs of what happened, what was installed, what was the recommendation, you know what I mean, terabytes. And so I'm going to do that just specifically for these guys. So the organization is called Subsystem Computer Center, and it's the business is owned by Melvin Lamog. And these guys are very professional. They came in, they installed all the CCTVs.
They're really good.
They also installed Cat 6, right, industrial um, Ethernet cable, right? So we're putting internet all over our house. And if you want the fastest internet, it's not through Wi-Fi, especially here in Philippines, because the walls are concrete.
Mm-hmm.
You want
Landline.
you want landline, you want cables. So they did that throughout the house too. And he also installs street lights, solar panel street lights. They are maintenance free. So I have
like
one
a
up
jack
right
of
now.
all trades.
I have one installed right now, and it's so good. So the only thing is, they have to come back because one of the cameras, they have to do something outside because it wasn't as clear. But man,
all the other cameras, remember we told you they're grainy? Not grainy no more.
Not grainy no more. And you know what? It's HD, so it's high definition.
It's really nice.
It's really good. So watch out.
Very clear.
Yeah, watch out for that video. He serves all throughout Ordaneta area, but he knew the electrician that came through here.
Oh.
And he made the recommendation, and I was like, yeah, sure, go for it. So shout outs to them. So for an entire house CCTV, how much did I install?
What was the cost?
What was the cost?
Well, wait. How many cameras?
So it's 2 terabytes, right? It's the hub is 8 hubs. Currently, right now, I had 7 installed, but one more is going to be added. So it equated about between 40 to 50,000 peso, which is less than $1,000. And guess what? Not only does it have 2 terabytes that it's recording, it's not like 30 days and then it records over it. Because I got 2 terabytes, it's months before it records over it. And not only that, guess what? I have access to it on my phone. So I'll just tell you what, it is great. Not only I feel like not only are we helping the community by going to local businesses, right? Going to construction, getting the contractors here locally, locally. It is inexpensive. Excuse me.
Okay, that's why we have living CCTV. It's more cheaper.
Yeah. That's
that's
true.
true. There's
So-
always people like sitting watching around. You've got people like watching people all along. If you go to the market, there's people who just sit there and watch.
I totally agree with you. So Yu-Gi-Oh made that comment, right? Living CCTVs, and I guess they call them marites, which is mare ano ang latest, which means mare is like a friend or a very close friend, like a best friend. Best friend. What's the latest? Like, what's the latest news?
But don't you also have lookouts though?
That's true.
You
I
have
mean, yeah,
lookouts. There's
every
lookouts.
barangay has their own like motorcycle or a vehicle that goes around and checks on everybody, especially I've seen them. I've seen that. What
They check the town drunks. They do. They check the
They're like, hey,
the
telling
town
them, they're like,
drunks.
hey, you get out of here and you go home.
Hi, Roberto, Alejandro. Hello. Yeah. So we did put in CCTV. It costs less than $1,000 American. And what else did we do? Anything else we did? I know we put AC in every room.
So now we have AC in every room.
Yeah.
Of the house. So whoever comes visit, we have enough space for them.
AC is a little on the expensive side. It really is. In America, you're going to pay no minimum than $10,000 for a new AC unit. We know that.
So
come in here. We had to put AC in the house. It's really hot, and we wanted mom to be comfortable. She is getting older, and we definitely were not climatized when we first got here. Now we're climatized, like we could wear a sweater.
Yeah.
But AC is half the price. So whatever it was in the States, it's like half here. So it's fine, and it was installed really professionally. Now we have AC in every room.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the electric bill?
Electric bill? Oh yeah. But hold on a second. AC units. So for now we have mini splits and they have inverters throughout the whole house. Our first initial setup, we've installed 4 AC units, and then the second time around, because of the addition, we've installed 3 additional units. So right now we have 7 AC units.
7 AC units.
And so the first bill for the AC unit, right? Let me just give you by horsepower. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1.5 horsepower, which is they are about 32,000 peso each. Okay. And then we have the 2 horsepower is about 8,000 more than that, right? So about 38,000. And then the 2.5 horsepower is about 40,000. So all in all, with the 3 AC units installed yesterday I think they're in the Rosales area and Pampanga. The guy's name is Jeff.
Oh yeah, Jeff.
Jeff is the owner of the organization, but we've been dealing with the installation guys and then the Tayog appliance store. We go through them and then they call Jeff, and Jeff are actually the ones that come through here. So yesterday's installation for the AC unit was about 140,000 peso. That is the wires, that are breakers, that is
the equipment itself.
So 2 1.5 horsepower. No, 3 of those, I think. No, 2 1.5 horsepower and then 1 2 horsepower. Let me see, that costs with the labor. And so ultimately it's not that bad for how much we paid for it. Now I have heard people in the past, my cousin, another family member, they said that they bought AC units for 2 horsepower at 90 1,000 pesos, and their installation was about 10,000.
So was ours cheaper? Or?
Oh yeah, way cheaper. Ours is way cheaper, right? So there's a 5-year warranty on the compressors, and then any parts inside is 1 year, and they'll come out and replace it. Not only that, but I had some issues because I spoke to my neighbor, and we talked about like, hey man, can I can is it okay if I install the compressor on that side? And he says, hey, you know what? I would rather you not put the compressor right there. And respectfully, I said, yeah, sure, no problem. So I told these guys from Jeff Air Conditioning, and they brought a pump, right? So the pump actually pumps it from one of the rooms, and it takes it outside. So it eliminated that whole issue, right? With the compressor.
If you think about from where the AC was installed to where the water has to go, or the where the compressor is, it's actually really far. And so these guys were up in the attic, and they were, putting in the piping and doing everything. Yeah. You can see them up on the roof, because everything's up on the rooftop, or like on the sides of the house. Yeah. And I mean, they were spending hours and hours just like really making this thing right. Yeah. And they ran out of time that second day, or like that second install, because we did an additional install, and they came back the very next day and fixed it, and they did it exactly how we asked. So we wanted some piping. We didn't want it halfway done. Yeah. So they came back and they did the full piping, and I'm really pleased with how it came out.
So they were making recommendations that the compressor should be right outside the AC unit, but I was like, no, I don't want that. One, it's kind of like a hazard issue because I have kids, and I don't want the kids hanging onto them and things like that. And then it's just going to be another safety problem. I don't want that. So I told them, go ahead and put it up high. And they said, hey, yeah, no problem. I just want to let you know, this is how much the copper tubing is going to cost, and this is how it is. I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. So with the additional stuff that I have requested, right, 3 AC units, 140K. That's not bad. That's with labor. That's with wires. That's with a pump. That's with the compressor being up high in the air. So when the compressors turn on the outside, you don't hear
There's zero. I don't hear the ACs at all. It's completely silent.
You don't hear it at all. So.
Yeah, and they're really good. I feel the air. It feels fresh. Like everybody's having to wear blankets and sweaters. Even our one of the teachers who comes over because she's helping our children, she's wearing like pants and jacket. Like it's cold in our house. It's funny.
So Roberto,
it's freezing.
What is ballin? What is
ballin?
Ballin. Yeah. Ballin. What are you talking about? No. Nobody's ballin here. First of all, I don't know how to play basketball.
No. Okay, look. So we're both military retired. Of course, we come with that. Okay. Yeah. But aside from that, we made a lot of very good decisions in our youth, and we invested a lot.
We invested a lot. So
we're chilling.
And so we're, we put in some savings. That's why we're able to make the moves that we're making right now. So I honestly want to buy some land and build my own house, but it's been so long. It's been 30 years since I have been in my parents' home longer than 30 days. So I've come visited, but it's only 2 weeks there, 2 weeks there, but it's been 30 years. And, when it's your family home, you want to make sure you set it up for success. So that way, if any of your family members come over, you know what I mean, they can stay here comfortably, right? Because,
plus we're going to stay here. This is our house. Yeah. And so we're going to stay here for many, many years. We don't know what the future holds. So we always say we came here with a long-term plan. We never know what's going to happen in the future, but, while we're here, let's make it as comfortable as possible. So we've put in a lot of different upgrades. I think his mom's going to be super, super pleased with all the upgrades that we did. I know when we put in the AC over in the kitchen, she was like, it's too cold. It was funny. I was like, sorry, Mom. It's hot. Yeah.
So Yu-Gi-Oh says, we have Facebook and what is GC?
I don't know.
Facebook, FB and GC with all the homeowners, and if there's any important
group
things
chat,
about the community. Group chat in the community. That's where the updates will be there, or any news that the community
That's pretty
needs to know.
smart.
Dang,
That's pretty
that
smart.
is sick.
That's
sick.
smart.
That's smart right there. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Hey,
You
man.
definitely
We
have
need to
a
get on that.
community.
Yeah.
You definitely have a community.
So the
right
only
there.
community that we're really a part of right now is the school community. Because I mean, I know exactly who has sore eye. Okay, it is going around. I know everybody's kid in class who got sore eye. I mean, that's where the parents are texting saying like, "Hey, my kid's not going to go to school." There's sore eye going around, which is pink eye. So and we had it first. No.
So Jester's Journey says good day. So shout outs to Jester's Journey.
Yes,
and Roberto Alejandro. Come on,
thanks
bro.
for coming
we know
in
that
to
military
chat, guys.
Mill to mill life. Okay, got you. And then he says, absolutely glad you guys are settling in.
Dual military, we doing all right out here. We'll be gonna be okay.
We'll be all right.
We'll be okay.
My pension for 1,000 peso. I mean, $1,000 is going a long way.
Oh yes, his $1,000 pension. We're both retired first sergeants, dude. Yeah. We're doing all right. I was like, oh dang, we put 20 years in. Oh, this is what it feels like, huh? Okay, this is nice. This is nice. I could be all right here.
I think my uncle's pension here in Philippines is a lot more than what we get in the United States.
No, it's not, dude. Wait, your uncle.
My uncle.
Okay,
let's not talk about that. No.
So his uncle was in the military. Hold on. His uncle was in the Philippine military.
Yeah.
And this dude is living large in Canada. I'm like, that's mysterious there. But maybe he's also an investor.
Okay, so Roberto Alejandro,
change the topic.
Air Force, huh? Air Force.
Nice, Air Force.
Okay, that's cool.
Hey, it's still the same pay scale, yo.
Same pay scale. Yeah, no, but they're spoiled. Air Force is spoiled.
No, you're spoiled.
No. Air Force is spoiled because, see, let me just tell you something, okay? While the Marines.
Oh my God! Why do we have to talk about?
I'm just saying. While the Marines were like digging trenches, right? We were sleeping in vehicles. Right, and then the Air Force were in buildings. Okay, and then finally,
you don't need a building.
When the Marines were sleeping in their vehicles, the U.S. Army, we had buildings, but the Air Force, they had AC. This is in Iraq. Okay, so you guys are definitely
I'm not feeling
spoiled.
Sorry for you. Okay,
look. Alejandro says, "Oh yeah, we are spoiled." Hey, I get it. I've eaten at a few Air Force chow halls, and you know
they're always the best.
Lobster and steak, yo.
They're
lobster
always
and
the
steak.
best.
Yeah.
Yes,
We were getting happy. We're like, oh, hot meals.
I was like,
go to Air Force. You're like, what the hell?
I thought, there's Gatorade here.
For free? Oh man, they got
my pockets.
Get out of here, man.
All 5 of my pockets loaded. I'm walking around looking like that. Yeah, we're more frontliners.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're trench diggers for sure.
For sure. We definitely hold the
water
for the Air Force. You know what I mean?
I am the water boy.
Yeah. We hold the water for the Air Force.
Anytime I came back from a deployment, like I might have left weighing like 135. When I returned, I weighed 113. That's how much hard like labor my body is pushed to the point to like I'm so thin when I get back. So
hey, Jester, calm down, man. That's too much information.
Wait, OPSEC, what's going on here? Wait.
So Jester. Okay, well, let's go back to Roberto Alejandro. He said he went to Fort Lewis for training and stayed in World War II.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, I get it, man. We recycle. You know what I mean? You gotta train these new soldiers. But you know what though?
No, but he's talking about the state of the barracks.
Yes,
dude.
I get it. Yeah.
No.
In the U.S. Army barracks, right? But he's Air Force, so he's like.
Is it Roberto who's there? Oh
no,
dude.
Roberto Alejandro.
Okay,
the
but
Air
can
Force
I talk
guy.
about the barracks? How it used to be? They've probably done some upgrades, by the way. But the barracks in World War II, I'm sure that the showers are just like one walk-in closet, right? And it's just like water that comes out of the spigot. So it's not like you get to have a partition. There's none of that.
Yeah.
And also the toilets don't have like doors or anything. There's not even like a place for toilet paper.
Yeah.
So you're basically sitting on a shitter in front of everybody while they're walking in and out, and you are trying to do your business. Yes. Yeah. And it's probably a big trough. Okay, why do I know these things? Okay.
Because they built it for male and female barracks.
No, they're male barracks. They're all male barracks. The girls, like us females, were in there, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Nobody knows this. The girls would walk in there, go to these big troughs, and think that they're like sinks or something. And I'm like, hey, guys, get your stuff off of that. That's a urinal. And then the girls would be like, what? I'm like, you guys, that's a urinal. That's not a sink. Get away from that. They're putting all their stuff on top of it. And I'm like, guys. And they're like, oh, it is. They had no idea that was a urinal. It's a big, like, tub-looking thing.
It's like a trough.
It's a trough where you urinate, and then they put in sinks over there, right? And so the girls, like, this generation of females are in these World War II barracks, and they have no idea what they're putting their stuff on. Yeah, it's their urinals. So it was pretty crazy. But let me see.
Wait. He says, okay, so hold on a second. So Jester, I'm just going to say, hey, Jester's journey. You said his brother is in the U.S. Army, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm not going to get into that. All right. I'm just going to keep it a secret. All right. We're just going to keep. I'm not going to address that, Jester. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say anything. But yes.
It gets more than okay.
Yeah. Agree. I'm not gonna deny that. Let me see.
Everybody knows. Come on.
So Jester says I was in the U.S. Army during Desert Shield, but only did 4 years. Hey man, Desert Shield. That was in Kuwait. No, Desert Storm.
Desert Storm. Yeah, it was out there. Yeah, it was Kuwait.
Yeah. During that time. Yeah. Desert Storm was in Kuwait.
Before we were like, well, I think it was in the 5th grade during the Desert Storm.
That was right before. I think the
Desert Storm
was
like
in the
1995.
90s.
I was in like
90s.
5th grade or something.
Early 20s maybe.
No, it wasn't. It was the 90s. I'm 100% sure. I was U.S. during Desert Storm. Cool. Yeah. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
Right? Air Force guy. I don't know. What
oh my God, no.
You know what? I'm sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
I hate that.
You know what? I get it. Now I know why. Right? I know why the Air Force gets so spoiled.
Why?
The Air Force get the steak. The Air Force get the lobster because they have to deal with the Navy. I got it.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I'm not one of those people to like clown on other. Like, it's not my.
Hey, it's the Navy. They're out on the ship all the time.
It's never been my thing. So.
I only said that because he said, "Yep, that's true." Jester. Let me see. Desert Shield. First Bush, 1990.
So Yu-Gi-Oh was saying you see all the yes, you do.
Oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Let me just explain something to you.
Males and females in the Army.
Mm-hmm.
The shower situation.
You see everything.
Everything.
And
so, like, you literally, like, what you need to do when you go shower is you need to just block everybody out and go on with your business.
Okay. So Yu-Gi-Oh, let me just set some things in perspective. Okay. I am 5'5". All right. I am 5'5". Some of my battle buddies were 6'5", right? Some of these guys were 6'8", right? I hated taking a shower right beside them because when they're shampooing their hair and the water drops on the water droplets that are coming from their head, guess what? We were so close. The showers were so close and there were no walls that I would get suds on me. Right, while we were all showering at the same time. Now, I am taking this back to basic training because that's exactly what that experience was.
But even in the war, the war was way worse.
I didn't take a shower.
When you had to shower.
I didn't take a shower for like 3.5 months.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got a shower profile, okay? Because I got a fungal infection.
Oh, okay.
And so I had to take a shower by medical order.
Yeah.
And so like the showers in the because they used to have shower guard during the war.
Oh, that's true.
We would have shower guards.
Yeah, hey, because some spoiled Air Force would go in there and get all the water.
No. Like, okay, so if a company went to go get the water, so the different companies would go get water for different companies or whatever, like whoever had the detail or whatever. And so like we were literally not able to shower more than once a week, sometimes twice a week if we got lucky. I know headquarters was showering pretty often. And so they put a guard and they would check you. And if you were in the wrong company or if you didn't have a profile, then you couldn't get a shower every day. Right.
So,
like you couldn't get showers. Like they would stop you before. Yeah. So the water, the resource was very scarce. And so sometimes you wouldn't even take a shower. You would use your water bottle to take a shower.
So
anyway, I don't know how we all started talking about the military.
Showers, anything like that. So there's another one in the chat, Heidi. Heidi is married to a Navy guy.
Yeah.
So she knows what's up.
And the Navy, he especially, he told me how they sleep, right? Yeah. So like here we are talking about showers, talking about latrines and all that. But on a boat, these guys have to hot swap. They have to switch out the
beds.
Yeah. So like there's only so many beds on a boat or on a ship or on a, what the hell are they called?
Don't they share the same bed?
No, they don't share the same bed. They swap out. It's called hot swap. This guy he's so rude. I apologize for my rude husband.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, there is no represent. So we got a Army representation here.
We got
Air Force representation
here. We got
here.
The wife.
We got a wife of a Navy.
Who else is missing? The Marines.
The Marines. Yeah.
We need a Marine.
Yeah, let's not even talk about the Marines. They're in the corner somewhere eating crayons.
No, they're not. Stop it. You're so rude. Actually, we have a lot of Marine friends.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know why.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no,
that's
our
true.
Marine friends.
If I ever need to dig a hole, I just call a Marine. I'm like, hey man, I need to dig a hole. They won't even ask any questions at all whatsoever.
No,
they're like, hey, let's just go. Okay, we'll get it. Yeah, sure. They're like, hey, it's about time. It's about time. You've been complaining about this dude for a long time.
Marines make it happen. Okay, they do. Marines make it happen. I don't know any Marines that don't make stuff happen. They're cool. They're great. All our Marine friends, I think they're amazing.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Rack
next
beds.
topic.
So how he says rack beds.
Oh, rack beds. Yeah. They rack. Yeah. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, they rack beds.
Be quiet. You're annoying.
Okay, that's it. That's all. That's it. We're done. Okay, no more talking about Marines, Navy.
Yeah, don't talk about
Army.
Don't talk bad about others.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I hate it.
That's true.
I hate it.
Shout outs to all the service members out there who are doing great
things for your country.
For your country.
Yeah, and then if you stay in 20 years, you reap the benefits.
That's true.
But
you have to survive.
You have to survive.
Years. Yeah, that's the thing. I was
saying like when I was a private, like my bullshit-o-meter, it was like really big. Like I could take a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
And then as I like went up the ranks, my like bullshit-o-meter got like this small. I was like, bullshit. And like I can't know that I'm all mad about things. It's funny. Yeah. I get mad about things real easy.
That's what you get for being a first sergeant.
I know.
You got to deal with officers then. More officers. You get into politics. Let's not get into that.
Let's not. How many times were you both deployed?
A lot. Jester.
I was just deployed in 2021. When was COVID happening? 2021. Yeah, I was just deployed in 2021.
Where have you been?
I have been. I've been to Iraq twice. I've been deployed to Kuwait. I've been on a mission to where was it? France and Ukraine.
Yeah. So Iraq during the initial push multiple times.
Yeah.
And then Afghanistan and then Ukraine.
Yeah.
So
you also you were in Ukraine in 2000.
Ukraine.
He was in Ukraine 2017. I was in Ukraine 2019 because I was in France. I was in France in 2018. Yeah. So we've been a lot. We've been out there.
So
spent a lot of time.
Okay, so Heidi says, "Be nice." I am being nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am being nice.
No, he's not.
Look, I'm gonna lay it out again. All right, all the service members are definitely my brothers and my sisters.
Thank you.
Yes. But at the same time, I'm not gonna hold my punches when I'm making fun of my brothers and my sisters. Okay, they get they know what they do, and I make fun of them to their faces. But if anybody ever gets in a fight with them, then I'll be right there with them. You know what I mean? Hey, if it's if it's a conflict, yeah, we're definitely going to war together. Okay.
Okay, so he says, don't think we're making it past E7. Air Force promotions are brutal. Yeah. I don't know anything about the Air Force. But I don't know how they promote. I think they do a test or something.
Yeah, I think for the Air Force, you in order for you to promote past E7, you got to start working on weekends and after 4 o'clock. I think
you got to get a master's degree.
You got after 4 p.m. You got to stay there past 4 p.m. and you got to start working weekends. That's how you promote to higher than E7.
Idea. No idea. I don't know anything about the Air Force's promotion. Yeah.
Dude, so Roberto Alejandro says no. He's like, I'm not staying past 4 o'clock. Okay, 3 o'clock is pushing it already. All right, I'm not staying past 4 o'clock. Okay. So look, Heidi was married to a Navy. He says, don't worry.
Mike
does too.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
I
know. I just never been like that. Like I've never been the kind to badmouth other branches. That's not my personality. It's not my personality.
Yeah, so she's definitely never been in a bar fight. You know what I mean? You go to a bar with a whole bunch of dudes, right? Especially
I'm not a
U.S.
dude.
Army soldiers,
I'm a female.
Right? Guess what? When you're with your group, you take out the dog tag, okay? And if you're a part of that group, everyone takes out the dog tag, and then it just goes down.
No.
But don't get me wrong, that was fun. Those guys are still my best friends. We still kind of keep in contact.
People like that.
You know what I mean?
I don't. Yeah, I'm not interested.
It's good. It's
not my cup of tea.
Yeah. That's when
I'm chill. Yeah, I'm way chill.
You were at home watching TV.
Yeah, I watch TV. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
All right. What else? That's it. So construction is good, right?
Yeah. Construction's going really good. And when I think about the prices, okay, because everybody always wonders about prices. All right. When we think about the amount of money we've put into this remodel, first of all, we did not budget for this remodel, but we made it happen. I think we've spent, and I told him, about 12,000 USD remodeling this house. So if anybody's wondering, and actually not just remodeling, buying all our appliances, it was our startup money for the move. So buying all the appliances, any little thing we've done, paying the bills, things like that. The first full month that we've been here, we've spent about $12,000.
Yes. But if I'm to make a recommendation for those of you individuals who are planning to move out here to Philippines, right? Do not put all of your crap in a container. Don't put all your crap in balikbayan boxes. You don't need any of it because we've been here for 30 days and we have received 38 boxes on our second shipment and then 13 on our first shipment. So that's at 51 boxes.
We're sitting on 51 boxes.
So that is 51 boxes that are just sitting there. And I am like thinking in my head, if we didn't bring any of this stuff, we would be okay.
And it's thousands of dollars that we spent to send these balikbayan boxes.
So I would say
don't need it.
The remodel that we have done here so far and the amount of funds that we spent, right, sending all those balikbayan boxes are equivalent. So don't send your stuff, sell it, give it away.
There are some things that I'm happy you sent. Like, I'm happy you sent the monitors for our sit-to-stand desks. I'm happy you sent the sit-to-stand desk stuff.
Okay.
I am happy that you sent the bicycles that we have, our mountain bikes. And I'm happy about some of the electronics that you sent. So, like, but everything else, like clothing, there's so much good clothes at the stores in the mall. And we just went to the Nike store. And I went on a full-on shopping spree, bought everything I wanted at the Nike store, and I didn't even hit $1,000. So, like, I feel like I could have saved all this money that I spent sending myself boxes, and I could have gone on shopping sprees here.
Yeah, we
so
just done that.
I don't need that stuff. Also, everything I wanted as far as like canned goods, all this stuff, I could have gotten it as SNR, which we did get. We like bought peanut butter and all that stuff, but I also sent myself peanut butter and stuff, so I didn't actually need any of it.
Yeah, so
I could have got it there.
This is very high stress because like for us, we wanted to protect it, right? So usually when you do shipment in the United States Army, you have a unit moving officer, right? A UMO, that packs the containers and all that stuff. We did that. We itemized all these things, at least the initial 2 pushes. We itemized what's in the boxes, but you know, after a while, we're like, well, we don't need to do that. Like the Forex guys were like, hey, you guys don't need to itemize anything. So if you guys are going to send anything, take electronics, right? But I looked at the store, they have like electronics here. They have PlayStation 5. They have the Xbox. They have the Nintendo Switches.
They have PlayStation 5.
They have, as far as TV, they're equivalent, right? I think it's even cheaper here. And then unless you want to buy yourself like an 80-inch TV, now that you can't find that here, 80-inch, 100-inch. Like,
one thing I'm not finding is the Tempur-Pedic bed.
Yeah,
we could have sent our Tempur-Pedic bed here, you know, but now we're kind of sleeping on rocks, and that's okay. We'll figure it out. We wake up with back pain, but eventually we're gonna find those beds that are good for our bodies.
Yeah. So Roberto Alejandro says, we are planning to send a box for each of us. There are shops in Pampanga that can make any type of custom furniture. They are known for that. I totally agree. Yeah. Right, Roberto. Right.
You don't need a box of anything. Don't send nothing.
Our neighbor is a furniture store.
Yeah.
Our neighbor is a furniture store.
So we can get anything
it's like,
made.
Oh my goodness.
The furniture
but the thing is, we have to travel for the Tempur-Pedic beds.
We have to travel for a lot of stuff. Yeah. Like SNR is at least an hour and a half away from our house.
Yeah.
So we do have to travel. They're building one really close by, so I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
I'll be there on
They're building one
day.
in Rosales.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. So there you go. $12K for
startup.
The renovation for the house so far.
Which is like a big full-on renovation. Heidi says she loves what we did to the home. We added 2 more. We added a full-on luxury walk-in bathroom, and we also added a full we updated a room.
Yeah. So while the construction was happening, right, the West Wing, we've realized that the West Wing door has termites.
It has the most termites. And from what we can see up in the roof area, the West Wing is affected the most by the termites.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know the terms that we're using, the West Beauty and the Beast, right? The West Wing, you don't go to the West Wing. So the West Wing, we can't go to the West Wing. We can't go to the West Wing because my mom has the keys.
And she has said, stay out of my room.
She stay out of my room. So there's 2 rooms back there, but
the termites are here, and so we might need to go and attack these termites. We are really trying to get rid of the pests. Let me see.
Yes, I got book face. Yeah. Roberto Alejandro. Yes, I definitely have book face.
We have. If you look up on Instagram, you can look up Hobart Davina.
IG.
Yeah, Instagram is Hobart Davina. Yeah, look up that and follow us on Instagram. And then
what's Bookface?
Bookface is Hobart Davina as well. And then you can follow us on both, and then you can see what's going on.
Definitely. So when you get out here, Robert, actually there's another couple. They're also military. It's fresh. Right, it's a husband and wife. They're also finishing up. They're moving out here to Philippines, and they're moving out in La Union. Was it La Union or San Fabian area?
I don't know. I don't like to talk about other people.
Yeah.
So
no, but they're usually here in the chat. But yeah.
Okay. So anyways, we are what else what were we talking about? I don't know before we started talking about.
Well, it would have been fun to talk about the Marines and their crayons, but unfortunately
no. Awesome. Thank you.
Moving on past that.
Let me see what we were planning on sending in one box. Yeah, so I think that's what we just told you guys about how much we've spent with the updates, and that's pretty much it.
Roberto, let me tell you this. You won't even need that box. Do you know
don't
why?
Need the boxes.
Because when you fly out here, you get 2 bags.
Oh yeah.
You get 2 bags. And
23 kilograms.
And this is how much we haven't even opened up our second bag from the flight yet.
Yeah, our luggage
our luggage aren't even open yet. You know, like here because of the weather, right?
Yeah, there's
moisture wicking shirts.
There's no need to wear like cute clothes.
Yeah, moisture wicking shirts.
It's too hot.
Look at my hair. I don't even put gel in it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so
this is my hair.
Yeah, that's it.
Like we are so like regular out here.
And you know what? And we went to BGC, which is one of the most the richest town or city that you can go to here in Philippines. Dude,
I need my barbecue stuff.
Same thing. Barbecue, hey, that's true. That's something. That's something that I want to do too.
Send your spices.
Send the spices. That's something that I want to do is to kind of do barbecue in the backyard and things like that. But we don't have like a deep freezer yet. And when you purchase items here, you have to purchase a whole pork. I mean, a whole pig, or a whole animal.
You gotta buy stuff.
Yeah, you gotta buy the whole animal
in order to like chop it up or whatever.
I do agree, right? But hey, everything in here you can get it.
You can find it.
You can find it. You can get it custom.
You can find it. Yeah. Don't even bring your American money. Just bring Charles Schwab.
Yeah, don't do
Charles Schwab. Go to the ATMs. Pull it out.
And I'm telling you, Apple. If you're not in the Apple ecosystem,
get in it.
Get in it because if anything, just get the Apple card. Just get the Apple card.
Just because it's so secure.
It's so secure. I can't make any other recommendations other than those two.
I might make another. Let me make another recommendation because this is free advertisement for companies. You want to get a VPN.
Yeah.
Because some websites that I try to use, I can't log in without a VPN. And then some websites that I do use, if I have my VPN on, I can't get into it either. So some of my banks won't let me in, like Navy Federal won't let me in, and Cesla like a credit union, Federal Credit Union won't let me in without the IP address being from the United States. So I do run into that issue. If my VPN's not on, I can't get into those.
And we have Express VPN. How much is it? How much we pay?
I pay annually. Like I pay like $100 annually for four devices.
4 devices, yeah.
And I've actually been paying annually for these VPNs for years because we used to get deployed a lot, and so you had to have your VPN when you're deployed. And it's the same thing. But we can watch some Netflix and some Disney on our phone.
Yeah, because of the VPN, right? But so Disney doesn't work here, and Peacock doesn't work here. But Netflix, though, Netflix is good.
Netflix works here without the VPN. But if you want to use something, you got to have a VPN to use it. So
get the Netflix that has like a lot of, not like the 2-screen one. Don't get the basic one. Get the premium one. So that way you can put it on multiple devices here in the Philippines, especially if you have your kids. So we have some comments. It says,
AMX, they do take AMX everywhere.
Yeah. American Express, but we haven't used American Express as much as we have.
No, because we get way more benefits with, I guess, our American Express it like gives us what?
Bonus points and stuff like that.
Points. We have American Express through Hilton.
Yeah, through Hilton.
So we use that, but we don't use it all the time.
Yeah, see, the thing is, American Express would be good if you're constantly traveling, going to like all over Europe. You're going to China. You're going to Canada. You're going to Australia and all that stuff.
The Priority Pass wasn't in LA, so we weren't even able to use it. But I did see that there's a Priority Pass in the Philippines. So in Manila you can use it, or in Cebu they do have a lounge, but it was kind of like a waste because we weren't able to use it. We were like, I want to be able to use the passes, that we couldn't use it when we were leaving LA.
And so American Express it's not for us.
They take it everywhere,
but it has not been beneficial for us.
It's not something that we use.
It's not something that we use. The other cards are a little bit more secure.
Plus you can get like, if you tap, some places do take tap. SM.
Oh yeah, hey.
You tap, you
Apple
get
Watch.
2%.
Apple Watch.
Or you
Watch.
get 1% back on everything.
Yeah.
So
Apple
it's kinda...
Watch. You don't even need to take out your card, right? When you have Apple Watch, because you can load it with whatever credit card you have, and I just right there, boom.
One thing I had a problem with is Starbucks. I have a loaded Starbucks card, but I wasn't able to use it in any of the Starbucks here in Philippines. I was told that they don't honor my rewards or my like my load.
Yeah.
So that was a waste.
And Robert, it sounds like you don't have like an Apple product. It's time, man. It's time. It is time. It's time, bro. It's time. And so, but Heidi says, my wet Lolo can't make a move without being able to play his Xbox. Hey, the entire house, Heidi has internet now, so we can definitely plug in that Xbox.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and kill it. Dude, it's and the internet's pretty fast.
We have the best. Yeah.
Not yet. We don't have the best yet. But
we have Converge,
which is
like super great and wonderful. But he's waiting for PLDT.
I'm waiting for PLDT.
Let me see. What's the other thing? Somebody said Jester wants to know, where are we?
Okay, so we are in Tayog. Tayog area.
Which is Pangasinan. In Main Island.
Yep. Yes.
That's kind of like...
Yeah. So in Luzon, right? Luzon, and in Pangasinan, and the town is Tayog. Yeah, we're near Tayog. So that's where we're at.
While I was there, my cards only work 50% of the time at stores, even big stores. They would tell me they couldn't get response or ended up paying cash. That's true. SM will take our card everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There has been times when I'm at the reader at fast food stores, and I try using my American Express, and it doesn't work.
You tried MX?
Yeah, I did. Oh. And then, because I'm just trying to get the points, like a little bit of points here and there, not rack up a bunch of bill. And then when it doesn't work, I just use Apple. Apple works everywhere for me.
Yeah.
I've never had a spot where my Apple didn't work. Although there was a time when they wouldn't take my Apple because they couldn't see the numbers. And they were like, can we get cash instead? And I was like, no. And I walked away.
Yeah, didn't buy the product.
I'm not buying it.
Oh yeah, we were trying to buy a printer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they just lost out on the printer, which is kind of like counterproductive. If the credit card reader, right, can take the card, and but because they have to put their credit card information in.
But they wanted to write my number down, and I'm not about that. So whatever.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I can find it somewhere else, and I did. I found it like right up the street, another store, same thing, and they took it right away.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, I think that's pretty much it for today. We have to go to the store, buy some more tile, because we just expanded
our project. That's the problem with construction. We keep finding more and more things we want to fix and do and add, and so it's kind of getting ridiculous. Right. It's never going to be over.
Yeah, I get it.
I want my kitchen back.
Yeah, I get it.
All right.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Thank you to everybody who came into the chat.
We
saw a lot of people we've never seen before. You guys are always welcome to come in. I know many of you guys are just silent watchers. So that's cool.
And if you have any questions at all on some of the things that you guys are curious about as far as construction is concerned here in Philippines, how much people get paid, what rent is going to cost, traffic, purchasing a motorcycle, purchasing a car.
Maybe there's something we haven't done yet and you want us to go and try.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Let us know. We'll do it.
Yeah. We tried, was it Andox?
Yeah, we tried Andox.
Andox. It's pretty good. So Andox chicken. So now
it's on my
between
top
Jollibee, Mang Inasal,
Chooks is next.
Andox chicken, and what was the last one we had? There's one more.
Chowking.
And Chowking. Yeah. Right. So we tried those 4 places for the chicken. And
we're gonna go see Chooks next. So
we're gonna say Chooks next.
Stick around.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.